Test 1, 2, 3.
Good morning. We'd like to welcome you all to the Tower 13 graduation ceremony. I am Acting Division Chief of Training and Safety, Kelly Anderson.
And I will be your
MC this morning.
We'd like to take
a couple housekeeping. We ask that you all silence your cell phones, radios.
We understand that you're all very busy and have other commitments outside of here. If you do need to take a phone call, we just ask that you please excuse yourself and step outside to answer the phone. Off to my right up the stairs is the restroom facilities. And if I could ask you to please stand. And we'd like to welcome Fire Department Chaplain and Firefighter Paramedic Michael Bass to lead us in our invocation this morning.
All right, thank you, Chief Anderson. Good morning, everybody. First of all, I'd like to say thank you all for attending, and want to say congratulations to all brothers who are graduating today. I also want to give a huge thank you to everyone that makes this happen. I want to thank our management, Local 935, our human resources, and really our tower cadre, who work a very demanding tower schedule to successfully train and build up our next generation of San Bernardino County Fire Department firefighters. I would also like to speak directly to our new candidates and brothers who are graduating today and starting probation tomorrow and in the days to come. Probation is hard, and to be quite honest, it can be pretty scary. The spotlight is on you. Everyone is watching. Between all the normal station duties, training, and getting jammed up by some salty engineer, as your tower motto states, it is our duty to act and honor to serve the citizens of San Bernardino County. A tremendous weight and load of responsibility rides on your shoulders to perform under some of the most stressful and sometimes traumatic situations. However, do not be afraid. There's been times throughout my life, and now 4 years on the job, where I have felt afraid. And that's sometimes hard to admit. We never want to admit that, but sometimes you feel afraid. Whether it's a certain call or having just those nervous jitters of sitting in the parking lot at 6:30 a.m. waiting for that shift to start and thinking about what might come. In those times, God has always reminded me of this verse, and I share it with you today in hopes that you might remember it and apply it to your life and career for San Bernardino County. Joshua 1:9 says the following. It says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Will you please join me in prayer? Father God, we just come before you and we thank you, Lord. We thank you that everyone is just here today to celebrate our brothers graduating this amazing tower. Father God, we know that many things leading up to this were difficult. Just a new lateral tower of 6 weeks and getting them trained to hit the floor. And we're just so thankful that our management, our union, and our tower cadre were able to make this happen, and everyone involved in making today happen. We thank you for the families here, and we thank you for just everyone, Lord. God, I thank you for our brothers that are going to be accepting their badge as they're pinned by their family and their loved ones today. Father God, I pray, Lord, that as they go into this career and into probation, that you would be with them every step of the way. Father God, that you would lead them by your hand. And Lord, that as they encounter many different things in this career, this long, potentially 30-year career, God, I just pray, Lord, that you would just sustain them in every step and in every day, Lord, and that you would remind them, Lord, that this is such a high calling, Father God, that you are with us in the normal, mundane things and also the big things that we're able to do every day. In your name, Jesus, we thank you. Amen. Amen. Will you please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the San Bernardino County Fire Department's Honor Guard, accompanied by the San Bernardino County Professional Firefighters Pipe and Drum Band for our Tower 13 trainees.
Your command! Right, quick!
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may all be seated. I'd like to extend a special thank you to our Honor Guard and Pipes and Drums, just one of the many groups of individuals we have in our department that make us proud on a regular basis. This is our 13th tower graduation, our first being back in 2007. What makes this one a little bit special is it's a historical class. It's the first lateral class that we have held to date. Our normal tower is 18 weeks of 6 days a week, very hard, rigorous training. This one, we condensed all that down into 6 weeks. Wasn't too bad, was it? All right. Looking out and the support of the family and friends is what makes it all possible for these recruits to get up every morning and come here and give us their all. So we'd like to thank all of you here in the audience. Have a few introductions. We have a few honored guests here with us today. First, we'd like to introduce from the San Bernardino County Board of Supervisors, 4th District Supervisor and also Chairman of the Board, Kurt Hagman. From the City of Hesperia, we have Mayor Bridget Bennington. And from the City of Fontana, Councilman Philip Cawthorn. Next, I would like our chief officers to please join us up on the stage for introductions. First, I'd like to introduce our Fire Chief, Dan Munsey. Our Deputy Chief of Operations, Dan Mejia, was not able to be here with us today, but he does send his regards. We do have Deputy Chief of Administration, Bertrall Washington. Assistant Chief of our North Desert Division, David Corbin. Assistant Chief of our South Desert Division, Scott Tuttle. Assistant Chief of our Valley Division, Jeff Birchfield. Assistant Chief of Training and Safety Special Operations, Grant Hubble. Division Chief of EMS, Joe Barna. And I know he didn't join us up here on stage, but would also like to congratulate our newly promoted Division Chief of Administration, Ryan Webb, who is in the audience. Thank you. You may please be seated. Next, if you could please help me welcome, again, Chairman of the Board of Supervisors and our Fire District Board, Supervisor Kurt Hagman, to the stage, please.
Good morning, everybody. What a great, exciting day to be here. I'm very honored to participate with this. And it's interesting, as we walked in, or as I walked in the last couple of days, we see the winds are blowing and all the rest. And it has a whole new meaning for the people in this room. That means it's fire season, right? The winds are blowing already. First of all, to the class of Tower 13, I want to congratulate you and commend you going for the training. We're very proud to have you on board, San Bernardino County Fire. And it's an exciting time for us right now. And it's a different time, as we probably all said. You have no doubt had tough training and challenges to get to this point. And the Board of Supervisors is very proud to recognize your achievement and commitment to serving the people of San Bernardino County. As you know, it's a very unique time in our history. The pandemic has impacted everywhere, all aspects of our lives, even this training, and your mission set can have a whole new meaning the last 2 years than it was for previous classes and your brothers before you, of the importance of being a good EMS as well as fire department. But know as you enter your new role, you're not facing the battles alone. The Board of Supervisors and the Fire Board, as well as Chief Munsey and your President, Jim Cagoli, are all working together to make sure that as you step into your new roles, you are supported. We are investing by setting up resources aside to meet the challenges of being faced now and planning for the future. We're looking at more options for additional staffing and stations like the new Yucca Valley Fire Station to address the challenges in the community and working toward these goals. I'm pleased to share that the Board of Supervisors had allocated additional resources that will fund the new Valley Communications Center, which is way overdue, and hopefully be done in the next 3 years, and be built to better support and coordinate the work that you're doing for the public, as well as a new fire district headquarters as we're moving forward as well. And I have a particular passion for those who know me. I love technology, and I'm excited to say that this fire district is embracing that with early warning fire sensors on the hills. We're looking at a new UAS and system to actually monitor, as well as robots and other technological things to be proactive in this county to hopefully prevent fires from starting in places we can predict and to give us the most early warning we can on things. So we're fully supported, and we're putting a lot of resources toward this and toward all of you to keep you here. That's one of the biggest discussions we have all the time is we have these fantastic trainees come through our towers, and then we have to compete with our neighboring fire districts throughout the county, and we're committed to be very competitive with them to keep you at home here in San Bernardino County. So it's an exciting future for all of us here, and these new projects that we have should be all on board in the next few years. These are just examples of what we can do working together to support our residents of San Bernardino County with you as our backbone, as our frontline officers and EMS officers to go out and take care of our residents. And we want to thank you for choosing San Bernardino County, and we look forward to your service here for all our residents. Thank you.
Thank you, Supervisor Hagman. Next, we'd like to welcome our Fire Chief, Dan Muncy.
First, I want to thank our tower cadre. Guys, could you stand up for me? There's so much more than just firefighters. These individuals have put service above oneself. They put the fire service above their families to come and train the newest generation of firefighters. And we've asked them to do a lot this year. One of the hardest things that we've asked them to do is condense 18 weeks of training down to 6.5 weeks for this tower. And this afternoon, we're going to be welcoming a new tower of 50 individuals, and they're going to start the process all over again. It's much more than just coming to work Monday through Friday and working at the training center. They're coming in on the weekends, they're staying late, and as the cadets are going home, they're preparing tomorrow's lessons and setting up the drill ground. Gentlemen, I can't thank you enough. I know there's words that can't express how grateful we are. I know there's no support that I could personally do to make up for the time that you're missing from your families, but it means the world to me. This is the greatest calling on earth, and our chaplain Mike Bass in his prayer said that. I think of it a lot. I think of, is this a job? And it's not. A job is when the alarm goes off, it's a medical call, it's a fire. Is this a career? And our chaplain Mike Bass said that this is a 30 career, and it certainly is, and we're going to take good care of the men and women that works for the County of San Bernardino. Thank you, Supervisor, for acknowledging that. We appreciate you. But it is a calling, and it is service above oneself. And unfortunately, the biggest lie in the fire service sometimes is that we're going to give our all to our family before the fire service. And I wish that was true. And the work-life balance is just not there for those that accept this calling. We force them to work way too much. We ask them to work 24-hour shifts. We tell them they can't go home on their kids' birthdays, Christmases, on the holidays. And they come to work and they do more than just shine their boots. They do more than just put a smile on their face. They show up, and every single emergency that we face in this immense county, they're prepared for. They are here to serve you. They're here to serve the residents of Fontana, Hesperia, all the other incorporated areas in the county, and unincorporated areas. This calling that these men and women are stepping into is incredible, especially if you look at society today. I grew up in the Ronald Reagan years. I'm an American. I'm a proud American. But the years that I grew up with aren't the same that I see today in society. I see an uncertain economy. I see unstable politics. I see conflicts that are occurring in the Middle East and in China. And then this thing called COVID has caused us incredible changes in our life. And yet, these men chose San Bernardino County to become part of our family. I can't be any more honored or humbled than they would make that choice, because things have changed. When President Groley and I were hired together, we stood in a line with 3,000 other men and women for this job. Today, if you're a firefighter, if you have a paramedic cert, you can go work for any municipality in the United States, and I recognize that. And I want to thank you, those of you that have stayed with our family or joined our family as ambulance operators, and those that chose to come from other agencies to join us. I'm humbled. But with this instability that we see in society, there's two things that we know. One, we need to ground our actions in faith and our values. And two, in all the unstableness, there's one stable piece of America that is always there, and that's public safety. That is the fire service. We are utterly reliable regardless of what's happening. Over this past 2 years, we've seen things in public safety we never anticipated. The ambulance system falling apart. There suddenly wasn't ambulances to take people to hospitals. The hospitals ran out of bed. The ambulances that County Fire provides were waiting at the hospitals up to 4, 6, 8 hours to offload patients. But you know who showed up to the call every single day? The fire service. So for those of you that are about to take this journey into this calling, I want to welcome you to the San Bernardino County Fire Protection District, to our fire family, and I stand in awe of you. But I want to go back to one thing I said. I said that the greatest lie in the fire service is that we put family first. As your fire chief, I'm working hard to make sure that you have the choice of when you can go home, so you can take your vacation, your holidays, your time trades. That's the fire service that I grew up in, so that we can put our family first. And I want to leave these 4 F's with you in the order of importance. I want you to put your faith first. Our chaplain, Mike Bass, will help you with that. Next, I want you to put your families first. I want you to work hard to be able to find the time off for your kids' birthdays, for Christmases, for holidays. You can do that by supporting your brothers, by working for your brothers. I'll do my best to create the conditions where you can do that. I want you to have a good personal life and have strong friends. This career is 30 years, and those men that you're sitting next to, you're going to be friends with them. There's friends that have come in this audience that I've been able to meet today that are here to support you. Remain close with them. And finally, put the fire service last in your life. Thank you. Jim? Some of these challenges that I spoke about, as the fire chief, I can't get through these challenges alone. The chairman of the board and myself, we can't create the conditions that we need to support our fire department. And the greatest partner in all this is our fire union, Local 935, President Grigoli.
Well, thank you. I just want to say a few words. First of all, again, thank you to the Tower Cadre. I know the amount of work and the amount of time that you guys put in to make these young men successful, and it will pay off for us for hopefully a 30-plus year career for all of you, and that's what I look forward to. Chairman Hagman, always for your support for the fire district. Can't say enough for everything that you do. Councilmember Bennington and Councilmember Conthren, thank you for what you do for us in your cities. I truly appreciate it. But I want to stand up here really quick. There's not a lot of time I have to do really good things like this. I'm either at the fire station or get to come. But these are one of the better days when I get to sit around and come to a tower graduation of 23 new firefighters for us, and it makes me very proud. They're joining our family, and when they become firefighters for us in San Bernardino County and for IFF Local 935, you become part of our family. Your family is our family. We take care of every one of you, and we dedicate ourselves to making sure that we can do anything for our firefighters or anything that we can do for their families. So all of you out there in the audience that are related to these young men and women, you're now part of our family. So it's a very proud moment for me. I represent about 800 of our firefighters, and it is a true honor for me to do that. And I look forward to their future, and I congratulate all of them for making it this far. But they still have many challenges ahead over the next year or so. They will have many challenges to get through in order to make it through probation. So they'll need support from you during those times. They'll still be putting in a ton of work like they were doing during the tower. So other than that, I thank you guys again for your hard work to get here. And I look forward to seeing you out on the floor. And again, thank you for all of you for coming. So thanks.
Thank you to Fire Chief Dan Muncy, Local 935 President, and Fire Captain Jim Grigoli. Next, I'd like to welcome your Tower 13 class leader, trainee George Areola.
Good morning, everybody. My name is George Areola. I had the honor and privilege of being the leader of Tower 13. Now, initially, when I learned I'd be the leader, I'll admit, I was overcome with excitement, joy, but also fear and anxiety. As I'd never been placed in a position like this before, I'd never been placed in a position like this. However, there was a drive inside of me to be the best that I could be so that I could be the best for what they need. My fear of letting the cadre down, letting my brothers down, and letting myself down is what kept me awake at night. And in those moments of feeling weak and scared, unsure, I prayed. And as I was praying, I came to the realization that because I cared so much, because I worry more about them than myself, is exactly why I needed to overcome this challenge. We in this profession of first responders, public safety, care more about the public and care more about our fellow brothers and sisters than we do about our very own lives. I get to come to work every day knowing that I'm a part of a family that is willing to risk their life for me. And of course, I'm willing to do the same for them. We mitigate these risks by training, and we continue to train, not until we get it right, but until we cannot get it wrong. And through the combined efforts of our incredible training cadre over there, and unconditional support from family, friends, and loved ones, I can stand up here proudly and say that we all did it. 23 came in, and 23 are on this stage here today, ready to graduate. That would not have been possible without everyone in and out of this room, and even our loved ones upstairs who are no longer with us. They're taking care of us, and they're watching over us. Each and every one of you played a factor that ultimately brought upon the success of these individuals behind me. And so for that, I thank you. Thank you to the family, friends, and loved ones for all your conditional support. And as we begin the next chapter in our careers, another challenge approaches, one that will consume us physically, mentally, and emotionally. But I stand here confident that we will rise above any obstacle that is placed in our path. And with that said, I leave you with this. Tower 13, attention! Who are we?
Tower 13!
Who are we?
Tower 13!
Duty to act, honor to serve!
Duty to act, honor to serve!
Take your seats. And we would now like to present the Tower 13 class gift. Special thank you to Recruit Arnold for personally designing and making this class plaque.
Now next, because I'm sure you're all wondering what your trainees have been doing every day for the last 6 weeks, trainee Ryan Bonet has prepared a video presentation of Tower 13. So, I thought we were doing pretty good after my academy graduation when we had just upgraded to one of the automatic slide reels, so you didn't have to sit there and manually punch through the slides. Thank you to trainee Benet, just another, show just one of the other many talents that these guys also have. Next, I would like to welcome our Tower Cadre up to the stage. None of this that you guys just saw would have been made possible without these gentlemen. So we have our two tower coordinators and administrators. We have Captain Scott Leidner. Captain Nick Turner is not able to be here with us this morning. He is actually off with our Tower 14 recruits that start on Monday, getting them prepared. But he does send his well wishes. He is going to hopefully try to get here at some point before the very end. But for the rest of our cadre, if you please say thank you to Engineer Mark Howder. Engineer Sheldon Osakowski. Firefighter Paramedic John Marini. Firefighter Paramedic Nick Papageorgis. And he started with us as an engineer. I'd like to congratulate and welcome now Captain Andrew Bonas. I'd like to dismiss the cadre with the exception of Captain Leidner. Thank you, gentlemen. I'd like to talk a little bit about your tower cadre and the administrators. Captains Leidner and Turner make everything you see here today possible. The work that goes into this behind the scenes, if you think your trainees are tired, you should try being part of the cadre. Their days are twice as long, and they're here on their weekends. The preparation starts months in advance. So their days start about 4 a.m. and they're usually ending up finishing up about 10, 11 o'clock. And as I said, not only Monday through Friday, but commit a lot of their weekend time as well. It's a huge undertaking that these gentlemen have taken on. And again, we like to just thank them for all their time and service. At this time, I would like to hand the podium over to Captain Leidner. And we would like to get on with what you're all here for, our pinning of the badges.
Thank you, Chief. Let me see where we're at. Gotta get caught up here. Okay, so now on to the good part, guys. That badge pinning. This is a symbol of your dedication, your commitment to your brothers and to the citizens. And it's an honor to give this to you. Each trainee will have their badge pinned by that special someone in their life. Fire Chief Dan Muncie will present the helmet, and Deputy Chief Administration Bertrell Washington will present a certificate of recognition on behalf of the County Board of Supervisors. And if we could have the family start working their way up, please. Row one, if you'd please stand. George Areola will be pinned by his mother, Maria Areola. George has been in the fire service for 7 years and began as a fire explorer for West Covina Fire Department. He was previously a firefighter paramedic for the city of Glendale. He chose the fire service because he loves the teamwork as well as the physical and mental challenges of this profession. He loves to do CrossFit, play the guitar, home improvement projects, and going to stand-up comedy shows and concerts. George will be serving the city of Hesperia at Fire Station 304 A shift. David Arnold will be pinned by his wife, Nikki Arnold. David has been in the fire service for 8 years. He has been a paid call firefighter, worked on the county hand crew, and as an ambulance operator, all with County Fire. David is married and lives in Spring Valley Lake. He also has family in County Fire, engineer Aaron Gonzalez. David will be assigned to the City of Fontana, Fire Station 72 A shift. Ryan Bonnet will be pinned by his father, Rick Bonnet. Ryan's been in the fire service for 6 years and lives in Fontana. Ryan chose this profession to be a positive influence on others and to support his family. He cannot put into words just how grateful he is for his family and friends for all their support. Ryan will be serving the citizens of Hesperia at Fire Station 305 C shift. Tyler Butts will be pinned by his fiancee, Michaela Marker. Tyler Butts resides in the city of Glendora. Tyler will be serving the citizens of Hellendale at Fire Station 4 on C shift. Francisco Campos will be pinned by his brother, Angel Meza. Frank has been in the fire service for 7 years and is with the Apple Valley Fire District. He was an ambulance operator with County Fire, and prior to that, he served in the U.S. Forest Service for 5 years. Frank has a girlfriend as well as a newborn baby named Axon and lives in Victorville. His brother Angel Meza works for Torrance Fire. Frank will be serving the citizens of San Bernardino at Fire Station 229 B shift. Gary Phelan will be pinned by his mother, Jeanette Smith. Gary's been in the fire service for 6 months and was an ambulance operator for County Fire. He lives in Glendora and the first in his family to join the fire service. He thanks his family, friends, cadre, and mentors for their guidance and motivation that brought him this far. Gary will be assigned to the city of San Bernardino at Fire Station 232 A shift. Eric Gass will be pinned by his roommate, Corey Martin. Eric Gass has been an ambulance operator for 2 years with County Fire. He currently lives in Canyon Lake. Eric will be serving the citizens of Fontana at Fire Station 77B. If I could have the rest of the families please go to the side. Gabriel Gonzalez be pinned by his wife, Serena Gonzalez. Gabriel's been in the fire service for 5 years. He has served in County Fire as a paid call firefighter, a lateral firefighter, and an ambulance operator. Gabriel has been married for 6 years and has 2 daughters, Sarfina, who is 5, and Sienna, who is 4. He chose this profession because this is the best job he's ever had. Gabriel will be serving the citizens of Fontana at Fire Station 79 C shift. Jairo Hernandez will be pinned by his mother, Adela Hernandez. Jairo's been in the fire service for 4 years. He was an ambulance operator for Glendale Fire for 4 years and served as a firefighter with Cal Fire in Santa Clara for 1 season. Jairo lives in Long Beach and is the first in his family to pursue a career in the fire service. He chose this profession to live his life in a noble profession to service and help others. Jairo stated he couldn't have accomplished this without the help and guidance of his family, friends, and mentors. Jairo will be serving the citizens of Devore at Fire Station 2 A shift. Brandon Kabalikan will be pinned by his brother Ethan Kabalikan. Brandon started as an explorer with Compton Fire at 18 and he lives in the city of Gardena. He chose this profession to inspire others that ideas and dreams are meant to be achieved. Brandon shares his love and gratitude with his mentors, support group, and family. His success has only been possible through everyone's ability to push him in the right direction. This victory is not only his, but everyone's. Brandon will be serving the citizens of Twin Peaks at Fire Station 26 C shift. Row 1, you may be seated. Row 2, please stand. Dylan Lopes, be pinned by his father, Sam Lopes. Dylan has been in the fire service for 2 years. He has been an ambulance operator, paramedic for the past 2 years with County Fire. Dylan currently lives in Hesperia. His brother Travis is a firefighter for Redlands Fire, and his brother-in-law Robert is a firefighter paramedic with Santa Clara County Fire. Dylan will be serving the citizens of Adelanto at Fire Station 322 A shift. Daniel Lopez will be pinned by his wife, Monica Garcia. Daniel's been in the fire service for 3 years and was with Cuyahoga Falls Fire in Ohio. Daniel and his wife live in Irvine. Daniel will be serving the citizens of Adelanto at Fire Station 322 B shift. Renee Meza, be pinned by his wife, Darlene Meza. Renee has been in the fire service for 6 years as a firefighter paramedic for Cal Fire in Riverside County. Renee and his wife currently live in Pomona and have 4 kids, 1 more on the way. He chose this profession to start a tradition within his family to join public service. Renee will be serving the citizens of Twin Peaks at Fire Station 26 A shift. Jarrett Murray, be pinned by his son, Christian Murray. Jarrett has been in the fire service for 18 years. He was a lateral from Northwest Fire in Arizona and the city of Goose Creek in South Carolina. He's been married for 25 years and has 3 kids. Jarrett served in the U.S. Navy for 4 years. Jarrett will be serving the citizens of 29 Palms at Fire Station 44 on the B shift. Andrew O'Samron will be pinned by his mother, Emilda O'Samron. Andrew has been in the fire service for less than a year and lives in La Puente. Andrew will be serving the citizens of Yucca Valley, Fire Station 42 A shift. Wayne Parmenter II, be pinned by his father, Wayne Parmenter. Wayne is engaged and has 2 dogs and lives in Wildemar. His father works for Orange County Fire Authority. Wayne will be assigned to serve the citizens of Joshua Tree at Fire Station 36 B shift. Jesse Cuseno. Be pinned by his wife, Kelsey. Jesse has been in the fire service for 7 years. He started as a fire explorer, served a year as a volunteer, and spent 2 years on an ambulance operator as a firefighter paramedic with Montebello Fire. He and his wife live in Corona and are expecting a baby soon. He chose this profession to give back to his community. Jesse will be serving the citizens of Upland at Fire Station 161 on the C shift. Robert Rebar. Be pinned by his friend Carolyn Shipley. Robert's been in the fire service for 2.5 years and was a lateral from CAL FIRE Riverside County. Robert has 2 children, William and Ashley, and currently lives in Tyler, Texas. Robert will be serving the citizens of Bloomington, Fire Station 76, C shift. Art Salazar, be pinned by his wife, Ashley Salazar. Art is married and has 2 kids, Avery and Abella. He currently lives in Costa Mesa. Art will be serving the citizens of Yucca Valley, Fire Station 41 on the B shift. Cody Schnoffer, be pinned by his wife, Tara. Cody has been in the fire service for 10 years. He started as a paid call firefighter with Crest Forest and then served county fire as a PCF. Cody was a driver operator until 2018 when he took a full-time position as an ambulance operator with the county fire. Cody is married to his high school sweetheart and is expecting their first child this June. He loves problem solving and helping others, and he is honored that this profession has allowed him to do both of those things. Cody will be serving the citizens of San Bernardino at Fire Station 231 on the A shift. Ryan Spandrino will be pinned by his wife, Tori. Ryan is married and has spent the past 5 years with College Station Fire Department in Texas. Ryan will be serving the citizens of San Bernardino at Fire Station 221 on the B shift. John Tercios, be pinned by his mother, Margarita Tercios. John chose this profession because he realized at a young age the need to be in public service after he saw the difference it made. He lives in Oxnard. John will be serving the citizens of Fontana at Fire Station 78 B shift. Dallas Boyce will be pinned by his mother, Deborah. This is Dallas's first firefighter position. He currently lives in Riverside. Dallas will be serving the citizens of Wrightwood at Fire Station 14 A shift. Row 2, you may be seated. I will now turn the ceremony back to Chief Kelly Anderson.
Thank you very much. Tower 13 trainees, please stand. It is my honor and pleasure to officially welcome you to the San Bernardino County Fire Department as no longer trainees, but San Bernardino County firefighters. Congratulations. Tower 13, you're dismissed.
One last time.
Who are we? Tower 13. Who are we? Tower 13. Duty to act, honor to serve. Duty to act, honor to serve. Covered.
To use this venue and all their assistance putting this together. A special thank you to our PIO team. At this point, this concludes our graduation ceremony. There are refreshments located just out the front doors. We also have our department photographers that will be out there as well. You guys are welcome to take additional families with your new firefighters. Again, thank you all for attending and safe travels home.
Thank you.